Hi, everybody. I guess we'll give it a few minutes to see if anybody pops in. Get my chat popped out. I always like to pop out the chat, so that way I can read it a little faster. Okay, I know I promised, or well, I didn't promise, I just mentioned in Sandy's video that I was going to go ahead and put the pop socket together. Show you how I do that, but I'm also going to bead one of these little hoops and put it together. So I guess there's nothing like just going ahead and getting started. Change my camera view so everybody can see what I'm going to do here. Okay. Now that's up there. As everybody sees, as you can see, I've got the pop socket here still in its package. Hi, Pam. Hi, Michelle. Let's get that thing opened. Hands work. Okay, what I've got to do here, first take this thing off my wrist. All right. Now, in order for me to get this to stay stabilized on the back of this, of course, I'm going to have to glue it on. But the reason why you see the pointy scissors here is because I have to scratch the top of this pop socket. All of it. All of it. Every bit of it. Every bit of it has to be scratched in every direction so that way the glue will stay down in, you know, the little grooves and everything. It doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's going to see this part. Hi, Lynn. I missed you guys. I wasn't gone very long, but I missed you guys. I know I said I'd show how to do this. So my desk is going to wiggle a little bit while I do this. Try not to get my hand underneath there. And try not to hurt myself while I do this. As you can see, the grooves are getting deeper and deeper. And I think that's good enough. Kind of get around the curve here. And Lily was just telling me that if my wrist starts hurting, to put that thing back on. Yeah. All right. Now to clean the dust made from the scratching. As you can see, it's laying right there. All right, make sure I have some tissue up here because I am going to have to spread this with my fingers. So, of course, I use E6000. I love E6000. Some people prefer something else, but I prefer E6000. And I like the small tubes because sometimes you don't use your glue all the time, and E6000 can dry out in the tube. So what I do next is I just kind of like spread it around. I think I put a little too much on there, and that's what the napkins are for. And you kind of spread it around in there, but you also try to keep most of it in the middle. Okay. So what I do now is I try to center that the best I can. I turn it over. Look at the back. Make sure I see some of that white pellons going around evenly, and then I start pushing it down in the middle, because that's where most of that glue is sitting, and it spreads it out a little more evenly. And as you can see, the glue is coming out. So of course I'm going to wipe it with my fingers. A little shaky today, I don't know why. Okay, now I'm going to set that off to the side so it dries a little before we start putting the edging on. So everybody has seen me do a heart with the ladder stitch. And when I did that heart, I didn't have the camera that I have now. So I guess you can say I'm going to do a redo of the ladder stitch on hoops. So I'm going to do some hoops, kind of similar to the ones that I did with that hair barrette that everybody has seen me showing off. I'm going to do something similar with that, and like that. And my main color is going to be this really dark blue. Then, of course, I'm going to put the fire colors in it like I did with this earring. And I don't know where it went. Where'd the Swarovskis go? There they are. I've got these ready to go. And these are Swarovski. I will be hanging in the centerpiece. Lily's going to help me put the centerpieces in. But look at that beautiful Swarovski crystal. Very beautiful Swarovski is going to hang in the center. So, of course, first I'm going to need thread and a needle. Sorry if my camera keeps focusing. It's my document camera. It's the same kind that Cindy and Sandy have. I think we all, after heard that Sandy got one, we all had to get one too, because they actually are really good cameras. I have to thread my needle up here by the light. Okay. Put one knot in the on the end, because there's a certain way I start my ladder stitch. Oh, it got moved. There it is. Then, of course, I'm going to put a little bit of wax on my thread to condition my thread. Not a whole lot, but just a little. Okay, I start with this part of, I've still got glue on my fingers, but okay. But I start with this end where the knot is. Okay, start where the knot is, and I come through the back side of my loop, bring it through, and then I put it like I'm going to put another knot in, and I pull it just so until the knot catches on the hoop. Okay, so set that down there. Maybe I need to bring it up just a little bit so I don't bump the camera. Nope, I got some wax sitting there. And I'm going to burn some white sage while I bead, because I don't know if I've told you that I actually do this when I bead. It gives me a sense of serenity and peace when I burn it. Now to find out where I put my, there it is, my lighter. So if y'all see the smoke flying across, it won't last long. It's my white sage. I just love the smell of white sage. It also blesses your home while you do this. What I'm doing is fanning everything, fan myself, and let it sit here and smoke, smolder, whatever. So like I said, I've chosen the main color to be this beautiful dark blue. Hi, HD. No, it doesn't make me cough. It's just a very beautiful, soft scent. To me, it's soft. It's probably because I grew up with it. So I'm going to cut this down there as close as I can. Let me move these beads. Those beads are going to be edging the pop socket. Okay. What I'm going to do is take quite a bit of the blue off since it's my background color. It's basically what it's called. My background color, my main color. And then I'm going to add the fire colors into it. And what I'm using today are my size 11 Charlotte cuts. And they are a little different from a Tahoe bead. I will lay the Tahoe beads. These are size 11 Tahoes. As you can see, they are a lot bigger than the size 11 Charlottes. They are, that's just the bead itself, but the size of the bead is the hole. This part where you pick up your beads. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pick up 6 beads. Okay. Picking up 6 beads, and I'm bringing them down to the base of the hoop. Now I'm going to fold my string and bring my needle up through the center part of my hoop. And I'm going to try to stand them like so, where they stand like that. And as you can see, there's string underneath and coming through. What I do now is I go through only 3 of those beads. Come up from the bottom and go out through the top. And that's how you get them to stand. Lay it down, let the camera focus if it will. There we go. That's how you get them to stand. Now I'm going to have to work my way back this way. What I do now is I come back through the top 3. See how I'm coming back through the top 3. Pull my string towards me. Okay. And as you can see, they're not fixed where they're standing directly next to each other. So I push them back up, and I do not go back through the hoop or anything. I just come straight across and go back up the 3 beads. Now y'all know how I start off my ladder stitch. This is known as the ladder stitch. I'm doing good today, HD. I hope you're having a good day. I could imagine you're being quite creative. So now I'm picking up 3 more beads, coming from the bottom of my hoop. Pulling my string through. Okay, where did the beads go? I didn't even bother to let the beads fall down. My goodness. Okay, you make sure that your beads, as you can see right here, the string is coming from the back side of the hoop. Okay, you kind of pull it over where it's standing up. Come up through the bottom of those 3 beads. You pull your string through again. This is basically how the ladder stitch is done. The only way that I've known it to be done. And I believe there's one called where you can do flat ladder stitch or something like that, where you're not doing it on hoops or anything. And I'm going to go one more time before I start adding colors. Okay, sounds like the Air Force is doing flyovers, so they are flying quite low. They picked a good day to fly low. Usually they let us know when they're going to do it, but I guess since we're all stuck in our houses, it didn't matter. No, they're flying extremely low. Okay. See how I got them to stand. Okay, now I'm going to start my design. I'm going to put the same design that I have in here. Could you guys hear that? Could you hear that airplane flying? That was something else. Okay, what I'm doing now, always remember the first beads when you're going to do your design. Like here, I'm picking up the first 2 beads right here. My first 2 beads are the beads that stand on top. And now what I need to do is probably pull some of my fire colors out. Not going to be using a whole lot of them. As you can see, not very many was used there. And I try to put them in the order that I'm going to use them because it's easier for me to pick them up. Black, red, orange, of course yellow. Sorry guys if my hands are in the way. And white. If I can get it to come over. Sorry. Okay, and then there's white. I'm going to have to use just a little more white there because, okay. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm starting this design, the chevron in here. So I pick up my black bead, and that's going to be the bead that sits at the bottom, right on top of the hoop. So again, I hold my beads and bring my needle up from underneath. Go through the 3 beads from the bottom, pull it up. Okay, now you can see the 2 blue beads and the black bead on the very bottom. Move those guys, that one over. Again, this time, since I'm doing the chevron, I'm only going to pick up 1 blue bead, 1 black bead as I'm working into my color, 1 red bead. The red bead will sit at the base. Okay, what the heck happened here? Did everybody see what I just did? I picked up the blue bead. Oh no. Yeah, I picked up the black bead before the blue bead. So what happens when the colors are pretty close together? There we go. Lily's the one who picked out the color of the beads for me to do the background color with. Yes, these items are for sale. Now, instead of picking up any of the blue, I go black, red, and orange. But I believe I owe a pair of earrings to somebody as well, because Mom had forgotten to get something out to somebody, and I've got to keep my word on that one. So there's blue, black, and red again. You have a pair you watched me make. Which ones were those? Okay. So this is basically how you get the ladder stitch to go. And my last video that I did with the ladder stitch, I got some fairly nice comments because apparently they tried watching other videos where I guess you can say where they didn't show exactly how to start it. Oh, okay, all right. That's right, Lynn. That's right. They didn't show how to start and how to end the ladder stitch. They just basically showed them how the design is done, and she was getting quite frustrated. And when she somehow come across mine, since I'm still not very big out there, I only have like about 300 subscribers, but I'm happy with that. I'm not out there to grow really big. But she was just so happy that she had found a video that showed how to start and how to end your ladder stitch. And I do believe I want to do one that that shows how to start the brick stitch and end the brick stitch as well on a pair of hoops. As you can see, if anybody knows anything about beading out there, brick stitch and ladder stitch are two different stitches, but they can kind of look similar. Okay, and now I'm going back to my main color. I will do 4 standing rows of the dark blue here. It's a dark blue. It's darker than what it's letting off in the video, almost like a midnight blue. That's how come the black matches. You know, you can't see the black very well in the beadwork. And the part that you actually do want to pop out is the fire colors anyway. That's right, Lynn. I do remember sending those to you. And I always, when I do my string, I mean, I usually tell everybody how much string I put out. I usually do a full tip to tip eagle wing span, which is from fingertip to fingertip while your arms are stretched out. Oh, you think my beadwork's amazing. Wait until you actually get to see Edna's. My sister, she really flourished and grew with it a lot more than I did. She had the time to do it. She didn't start a family so young to, you know, take the time to do a lot of things. I believe in the last video she was on with me, she showed you guys where she beaded a full bear. She's done eagle heads. She's done a lot of things. And I have an older sister. She also does a lot of Native American beadwork, but the kicker of this is she's my half sister. She's my father's oldest child, and that lady, she picked up the beading and she has gone wild with it. She's done some really amazing work, and some of her work has also made it to the Smithsonian's. Or she's not native, but and it sits with the Native American work. Okay, now I've done my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm coming over to pick up just 3 black. 3 black. Because I'm starting this piece right here. That. Okay. Did I pick them up? Oh, they fell off. And with these cut beads, they're going to look a little different than this. When I'm done, you may be able to see it. They'll have a little more sparkle to them. Flash, I guess you could call it, because of the cut in the bead. So, of course, I pick up 3 red. Okay, let me see if I can get it to turn around there. This one has the cut in it. Okay, come on. Focus. Can you see how when I turn it, you see a flash in that bead? That's where the cut is. That's 3 beads. Oop. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this because I was taking the knots out of the end of the hanks of my cut beads. I had to have Lilith come and help me, Lily, because my fingers were not working.
Are you telling them my real name?
Thank you, Pam. I love the bright colors too. But you got people out there that like to wear, they want something to coordinate with whatever they're wearing. And so, I've learned to bead with dark colors. Pick up 3 yellow. And now I'm going to do 4 white, 4 rows of white. Because if you think about it, if you've all gone camping, or if you have like a nice cookout or something like that, you look at the fire. It starts off with a dark color, goes to kind of a reddish color, an orange, yellow, and then in the middle, it's usually white. So that's why these are called fire colors. Uh-oh, got an alarm going off outside. I hope that plane that flew low isn't the reason why it's going off. It's done that in town before because we live right next to an Air Force base. Actually, it's actually a retired Air Force base, but They still do routine flights. See what I did here? What did I do? All right. Flip, flip. Okay. I went through that. I think that airplane made some alarms go off outside on vehicles. Our native color, my native colors, basically my tribal colors. Is that what you're calling? What colors are native to my tribe? All colors that match Mother Earth. It's yellow, green.
That ain't an alarm, Mama.
What is that? It's yellow, green, white, blue. I mean, any colors that match Earth. Lily's freaking out. She hears a strange sounding alarm.
Fire truck.
Fire truck, huh?
And the ambulance.
Uh-oh, fire truck and the ambulance. That airplane started a nice hot fire. No.
Well, I wish it was that.
It's getting warm enough here in the state of Nevada where our fires will start up.
Out of nowhere.
Yep, out of nowhere. I've told Lily that she needs to come on and show you guys how she does her cute little earrings that you all like. Right, Lynn? Okay. So I got to pull it a little bit so that way it starts curving properly. I think I'm going to add one more white because these are a little smaller than the other beads. There we go. Okay, now I come back. And then I start repeating this color on this side. I go yellow, orange, red, and black. But Idaho is kind of mountainous, isn't it? I have relatives in Idaho. Yeah. So how many of you would like to see Lily do her little string along with her earrings that she does? She has been making some very beautiful earrings. I hope she keeps it up. Okay, now the red. as you keep trying and doing your hoops, you kind of get used to, going a little faster, and I probably should slow down a little bit. Or am I going just fine? Yeah, true, Pam. High desert. It is high desert. And 3 black. Now I do my 4 blue before I start doing the pattern again. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. I hope you're laying back and resting. One time I ran out of thread, and we were at my mother and I, well, my family, we were at a Sundance, and I ran out of thread. And of course, I ran out of thread on a Sunday, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, Mom, I ran out of thread. I don't know what to do. She goes into the tent, brings me out. She brings out dental floss. She says, here, you can bead with dental floss because it's already got the wax on it. And this is, just regular dental floss. She didn't have like the minty scent ones or anything, which I sat there and I finished my project with dental floss. So, you can bead with dental floss as well. As long as it goes through the needle, through the beads, you can use it. But yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. You see what they're saying to you, baby girl? Or are you watching something different?
I'm watching.
She's so funny like that. Sometimes I think she's sitting there watching the video from over there. She'll be sitting over there watching one of her movie stars or musicians or something like that. She cracks me up, and she'll be like, Mom, I'm sorry.
Hey, sometimes I like to listen to my own stuff besides talking and have the video up too.
So 2 blue, pick up the black, because remember the black will sit on the base. We're doing this design here. But you can see the black, can't you? Didn't realize you could. So a blue, a black, and a red. I hear one of my sons moving upstairs.
Open the window.
And then I pick up a black. a red and an orange. If that red will just get on there, we'll be fine. As you can see, the orange is lined up with the orange. That's when you know you've done a good job, when it lines up. I'm going to pull off one more black, I think. Let's check this. Looks like it's pretty sturdy. After I finish this beading this earring, I'll go ahead and start edging the pop socket. And while I'm edging the pop socket, I'll have Lily put the little dangly piece in the center. She's going to do it her way, she said, so that's cool. It really does. It really does. But black is always a really good accent color. I have a pastel purple here, I believe. I think that's the only one I've got in cut beads, if you want cut beads. But cut beads are a little more expensive than my Tahoes. That sounds like my youngest son in the kitchen.
Yes, you could hear him being a squirrel, even though that's my job.
Okay, now all I have left is to do these 4 rows of blue on this side. I just figured I'd go ahead and do one of these real quick while I'm waiting for the pop socket to dry a little so I can edge it. And this is Beth Collins' pop socket that I'm doing. Son, can you not run the water so high? My last row. Here's the fun part. Tying it off at the end. And it's not like the way you think where you can just tie knots in it and then send it on its way, because you can't. Two, three. Okay. Now you're wondering how I'm going to end that because I got it up here. What I do now is I come back down through the next, through this side over here. Go through all 3 beads. Pull. Come back up again. The last 3 that I had put on. Pull. Then I go back down. Those three sitting next to the one on the end again. From there, I only come up. I go 1, 2, 3 down. I will only come up. It's supposed to be one bead. From here is where I do tie a knot. Hi, sis. Oh, you probably didn't hear me tell everybody that I was going to be on. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go down in between this bead, this row of beads and this row of beads. Come down. Make sure I leave a loop. Put my finger there. Then this row and this row, I'm coming back up. This is how you hide your knots, everybody. And I have a little loop there. Just go through it once. Okay, if I got to get it down there, down next to that bottom one. Don't do what I did. Okay. And then you pull it between that bottom bead and the second bead. And then you come up the 2 beads. Do that again. I am seeing the wax right there. There we go. Do that again. You come down the 2 next to it. Come down, pull your thread through, and then you shouldn't go any further than 5 rows down. Come up through that bottom bead. In this case, it's the black one. And I usually just put 2 knots. The earrings hold just fine that way. Come up. And usually I do loop this around the needle so that way I don't have the same problem I did before. Pull it. Then you go up those 2. And this is how you hide the knots when you end this one. Ah. Okay. There we go. And then I cut after I get that through. Where's my, I need my pliers, Lily. I just need a plier. Oh, you are using it. There you go. Sometimes you'll have to use a plier if the end don't go through. So you pull it, pull your string, cut, and see, that's that. Now Lily is going to put the Swarovski crystals on so it'll dangle down in the middle. But while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and, since this is dried pretty good, in fresh string. Always fresh string. Oh, and I'm going to edge this one. And hopefully my sister will watch and pay attention because she really admires my Picot stitch. And she's like, sis, how do you do that? I tried to show her when she was sitting here, but I had to go on and do a show that night with my lady family here. So I didn't have much time to show her. Those are so easy, aren't they, sis? I think they are. I love doing them also with the smaller beads. Wells, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should take the phone to your dad so he can figure it out, huh? Okay. Everybody knows. Wax my thread, condition my thread. As you can see, Dot took a bite out of this one too.
She took a bite out of all of them.
I make it look easy. Well, once you get the hang of it, it does get easy. Could you imagine me and my sister doing those with tiny, tiny beads, like a size 15? And it's so much easier for me to show you guys how to do these with the bigger beads, so that way you can see how it's done. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Miss Kitty Cat.
Okay. Well, get one of these, one of my little things here. Move these over to the side. All right. Now I'm going to edge. So it looks so much prettier when they are edged. So of course, as you guys all see, I don't have a backing on it like I do with my medallions and my earrings and all that. It's just basically glued on. And remember, when you're going to glue it on a pop socket, a plain pop socket, you have to scratch the heck out of the top of it, so that way it stays on there. Oh, I'm glad that you showed up. Okay, Lily's got it done. She hung it on there. Oops. She hung it on backwards. I'll have her redo it. But that's the little Swarovski crystal that's going to hang in the middle. Okay, so like all my other beadwork, you all know that I start from the bottom when I go to edge. And I bring it as close as I can to the beads. See? Focus, little girl. Okay. It's as close as I can get them to the beads. And in this case, I have no choice but to leave the knot, but I am going to burn it down just a little. There we go. That way you don't see it so badly. I'm going to pick up 3 of these. Of course, everything seems to be in 3s for me today. And I'm going to measure 2 beads, basically, is what I'm going to do. Coming up from the bottom here. Let me look at it this way. And I'm taking it as close as I can to the pop socket as well. Come on. And as close as I can to the beads again. Oh. Okay. Pull that through.
I'll tell you when you're done with what she said.
Okay, as you can see, I started with 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. What I'm going to do now is turn it towards me so that way you all can see it this way. That 3rd bead down, that's next to the base of the pop socket. I'm coming up only through that bead, just that bead alone.
You want some tea? My brother made tea.
I'll take tea. From here on, I will only be picking up 2 beads. Of course, as you all know, this is the Picot stitch.
You want some tea?
And then up only through the bottom bead that is touching the Picot, the pellon, and there. I've tried to show the Picot stitch up close as well, and I did not have this beautiful, magnificent camera. I take it in at an angle and up because of the way I've done my cut. And I always, and everybody, I've told you this before, I always fold my thread back, hold it down with one finger, so that way I know not to go up through it when I come up underneath that one bead. You get it now, sis? I hear granddaughters fighting.
That wasn't in here.
Oh, that wasn't in here. Was that outside?
Yeah.
Oh, children are playing.
Take a moment.
Thank you for the tea.
Careful, it's hot.
Oh, hot tea. Sweet. Went from coffee to tea, everybody. So was it easier for you to see it this way, Sissy, than the way I was standing up above you and trying to show you? You can sit and practice with it now. I thought I picked up 2, felt 1. And this here was my mother's favorite edge to do. She loved this one because you could add more beads. You can add more beads, and it would give the piece that you're working on a beautiful, like, flower petal look. Yeah, that day was just a little crazy. Guys, I got to exercise my hands. Let's switch over to the cameras, so other cameras, so I can see you all. Woo! My hair's wild. But yes, sis, that was a very crazy day. Oh, and you guys had to give me the crazy cup. This cup has a heart handle.
That's
Hot.
the cup I got from my big brother. For Mother's Day.
So Lily, go ahead and pull down the little cradle board dolly over there. Only 2 of them. Yeah, the only 2 that got to see it. I'm sure these ladies have been aching to see that. You're going to have to turn this around the right way. So that way that is at the back instead of up front, because that's the front of the earring.
I know, I was just trying to ask you about that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Huh?
Well, that is going to be gorgeous. Look at that. A nice, beautiful piece of Swarovski hanging in there.
You will not touch this cradle board, do not.
No. Did you dust it off last time?
Not as much dust as I could.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to take it to the dry cleaner. But this is my baby doll, my native baby doll, and this is
No, that was your grandbaby.
this is a Lakota style cradle board. And with cradle boards, we hang all the beautiful things that a child cherishes. Of course, you can see like they tried to imitate it pretty well. They do beadwork. This is actually just plastic. Looks like beads, but it's plastic. Not even beads at all. Imitation feathers. So what I started doing was like hanging little moccasins on it, little pieces of jewelry that friends have sent me. Lydia sent me that one. And and you can even hang them off the fringes of everything that on your cradle boards. I mean, there's so many different ways, and this one's decorated with bells. But that there costed me $3. $3. It was free. I was managing a convenience store down in Monticello, Utah, and the company was closing. And the man that was running the company told us to pick whatever we wanted. And I chose that because it was the only one. And when they first came in, it was the only one that came in too. So I wanted the only one of the only one. And that was pretty cool. So you guys want me to put it back down on the document camera, or do you all want me to just keep sitting here like this and just keep beading? Cassie, would you like to come in with me, or are you busy, my love? I don't know if my sister will. We barely got her to come in there with Sandy earlier. Okay. Put that one too far out there.
Here you go. Fix it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I'm going to do this. See if one of my two ladies would like to come in. Even Mom can come in while she's laying down if she wants to. She can just lay there, enjoy herself, relax, snore. Oh, I don't know if she snores though. I'd have to ask Cindy and Vicky. Okay, well, that one wants to go that way this time. Sweet. Yeah, I love seeing my little sister. Come on in, sis, for a little bit. Just for a witty bit. Oh. Or do you want to come in, baby girl? You can come in.
Sure.
I know you're sitting over there, but you can come in. Make sure you turn everything off on the way in.
No headphones on.
But your speakers? Okay. Smart move. Hmm. Mm-hmm. They're back there having a fun time with Grandpa. Okay, Miss Lily.
Then you got Farrell over there yelling at us.
And there's Edna. And I can do this now.
Hold on, I gotta turn my phone off.
Okay. So everybody can watch me do this stitch.
Oh, I could have you guys look at her this way.
Are we echoing?
There. I see your back, sis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got to turn off the camera's mic.
Hmm?
The other camera's mic.
Let me turn it off.
Hi, everyone.
How's that?
Yeah, my little dog's getting in the way of getting in the kitchen.
Is that better?
Kathy.
Better?
Yeah.
Still learning how to work this thing.
Work what?
Huh?
Your echo?
It's the new camera.
Mm,
Hmm.
oh, wow.
Oof. Yeah.
That sounds weird.
Look at Mom.
I know.
Sounds like a bunch of noises being clicked at the same time.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, you're not echoing.
Did I hear your phone go boop? Did I hear your phone go boop?
That's me.
Are you frozen, Lily, or are you just practicing freezing?
I think she's trying to do her mom's thing.
Hmm.
I think she's trying to do her mom's thing.
No, I think I've frozen. And I can't sit as still as you guys.
It takes practice.
I'm looking for my headset, y'all. What's missing? Oh, you got it. Where's my other one?
Headset, y'all.
So that way we're not echoing.
That way we're not echoing.
Here you go, Mom.
I love that color.
There's that.
How's that, y'all?
How's that, y'all?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Does it
Lily.
sound better?
Yeah, I had to mute Lily. Lily's the one that's causing us to echo.
Lily.
The family. The family.
Let me hear her.
Oh no, she's got something extra open over there then.
I don't. All I got is my book that I read and stream.
So now you see how to start it off and get it done, sis?
Yeah.
It's not too hard.
Well, like I said, that day was just kind of crazy.
Yeah, somebody wanted to go gamble.
Yeah.
Uh, now this is new to me.
Well.
Lily's being paged. So did you decide what to work on today, sis?
I wanted to bead with my earrings. I want to bead with my new beads.
No, Kathy, I did not get my dragon yet. We did all the raising and nurturing of the dragon, and now we got to get parts for the saddle. And there's 5 different things we need for the saddle, and they need 250 pieces of those pieces to make that saddle. So I figured if I buy them, and I can only buy them one time a day, I'd be doing 50 days because I can only buy 5 of them at a time. And I believe I will grind. I'll go grinding in my game before I'm sitting there spending that much for 50 days to get that thing. Because there's certain places I can go in the map and get the dragon. But the dragon is raised. It's a cute little thing. It is sad. Let me see if I can type up or look one up so let you guys see exactly what I'm working for. And then do a sky scale GW. Oops. Yeah. GW2.
Maybe I'll work on one of these.
Go to images. Okay.
Stay away from my
Find
dragons.
a decent picture of one here. Come on. No, no. That's a video. I don't want the video. I just want a picture. Okay. Mhm. All right. Now to come back over here, StreamYard, do a screen share. Oh, Chrome tab.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Okay. Can y'all
Is that
see
your
it?
dragon?
That's what it's gonna look like. That's the dragon I will be flying on. That itty bitty little
That
thing.
would be pretty. I'll do that.
So what do y'all think of that? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, now back to the drawing board here. Let me get my camera to sit up better. Come on, you little spider leg. There we go. Yes, I will master the skies. And it'll come in handy when we have to defeat the main dragon whenever the game decides to give us an ending to the story. So I've mastered every map. Still working on achievements, but still a lot of fun. Then I was quite surprised yesterday. I did not know that my favorite seamstress lady who is on YouTube, her name is Ruby Lockwood. Shout out to her. Um, she's also an MMORPG player, like I am.
What?
She plays RPG games as well. That's what
Oh.
I'm saying. Hi, Anna. Miss Anna Mora.
Yep, golden apple.
Oh, I'm so jealous of my sister's room there. She has everything where she can actually get to it, not hide it from little kids.
Not
Oh,
thought.
Auntie
Not
has a
thought.
headquarters place, not little kids in it. Oh,
There it is. There it is.
oh, it's so nice to have everybody here today, spending time with me while I do a little beading. And these earrings, like the ones that you saw me bead, those go for about a good $20 if you guys want a pair. If I got the color, let me know. I'll make you a pair and sell them to you.
So the one thing that you were asking me, sis, earlier. Oh shoot. Oh, well.
What thing?
So how about these?
Those? What kind of stones
They're
are
the
those? Huh?
Picot.
Oh, mookite?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do the necklace with these.
Okay.
And then I got these little roses. These are roses.
Oh, cute.
Of Picot.
Mookite roses.
So I figure I'm gonna do those and put a tassel on the bottom with this one. That looks
Okay.
really nice. So you can help your friend.
Okay.
So.
All right. That'll be great.
But it'll probably be done with a gold tone because it looks better with gold than silver.
Okay. Your work is always beautifully done. So let everybody know, Edna got her PayPal straightened out. She is up and ready, probably to go on and do sales with us and take orders. Now, all we need to do is find somebody to help Lynn get a PayPal set up perfect for her. She probably, I love how I do business with Lynn though, and it doesn't take long for our transactions to go through. I knew that was going to happen. Had it too close to my edge.
Hmm.
Come on. My There we go. But yeah, me and my sister, we sit like this. I guess stick to snail mail. Well, there's nothing wrong with the snail mail.
Oops.
Just don't expect me to write letters, though. I'm kind of like that. I don't like to write letters. Never really did growing up either, so I wasn't a very good pen pal. My mother used to say, well, at least I don't have to worry about you trying to write letters to men in prison when you get older. I mean, she always tried to find the best in everything, but I guess that was her best. She made my dad laugh hard when she said that to me, because she would always have to remind me to write letters to my grandmother and because back in our day we did not have the email, just good old-fashioned snail mail. Yeah, this is
I love these ones though.
huh.
I just remember I had these still left. The tiger's eye.
Oh yeah,
Wait a
here,
minute.
let me make you big. There you go.
I forgot I had this necklace still. And I keep going the wrong way.
Those are pretty.
Sitting there with that card.
You
Yeah.
made that one? You did that one?
Yeah.
Oh, to your other left. There you go.
Actually, hold on. It's a little better for me to use my thingamajigger.
Yeah, if she turns that camera around, all of us ladies that are crafters and all that stuff, you all would love what you see on the wall. Oh, that's pretty. I still got to get me a couple of those things.
Wrong way. Let's swing in.
Put your hand over the top of it. It'll stop swinging. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful. I got some tiger's eye that looks kind of reddish. Do you want that
Oh,
one?
so there's a name to that one. Well, they just really just call it red tiger's eye.
Red tiger's eye? Do you want that one? I'll give it to you. Because you seem to have a lot of people that buy tiger's eye from you over there.
And there's the Dalmatian one.
Pretty.
Yeah. So I can send these out with the one set. So.
Okay. I'm almost finished with this edging.
You can take me off now.
You want to go small?
Yeah. I know the red tiger's eyes are actually really pretty. They are.
You want to go back there and get that red bag so I can show her?
What?
That red bag that's by the bed?
The one that was sent you?
Yeah.
So I've never thought of doing that kind of stitch.
Yeah, this is the Picot stitch. It's quite fun. And I know the way you do it like you're doing the brick stitch and you go around again and then you put the top ones on. Right?
No, well, I learned it the way you do it too. Oh, you mean this one?
Which one?
The one you're doing.
Yeah, this is the Picot stitch.
You froze.
I froze.
My hair is standing up.
It's okay. Mine is too. I look like a crazy lady.
You froze again, sis.
Am I freezing on y'all?
Move. You're moving. Okay. I couldn't tell. I was like, move.
Okay. Now I got these two here. Okay, see this one? That's the one
That's
that's
pretty.
reddish. And then I got this one. See
And
the
that one's the
difference?
regular, and that one's the red.
The red. Yeah. Those are the ones I got those from Kelly actually. And then I got some sandstone. Of course, we know what sandstone looks like.
Oh yeah, I love sandstone.
All right, you keep losing me. Everyone's losing me. Okay. That's a little better for me. That way I'm not knocking it around. I don't know. It could be my internet, guys. Like I said, we are still offering free internet in our little community here. And with all three of the internet providers that we have here, they are going ragged. And I believe a lot of it is because it's not just homework, child work being done. We got the adults on there doing their game time now. So I'm sorry if I'm freezing up on you. I don't mean to.
I do.
So, Kathy, is it the stones that my sister was showing? Kathy is asking, is that mookai?
Mookite. No. Yeah, she was the ones I was showing were tiger's eye. Lily already ripped off with those. No, she put them down here.
I didn't rip off with anything besides these chicken biscuits.
Okay. So I got two different colors of tiger's eye here. You have the mookite, or shoot, Edna. See, I'm going
Yeah.
down the line. See, I've got two different colors of tiger's eye here. This is the red tiger's eye, and this is the one that everybody sees out there.
The gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably give these to my sister since she does a lot of beautiful work with tiger's eye. Those will go in your bag too. Your
Oh,
little
my
makeup
bag. I
bag.
forgot about it.
Yeah, it's getting stuff puts in it.
It's gonna be overload. You'll be like, there's your bag. Where? Underneath all that stuff right there.
Oh, Lynn is asking, Peronini is asking if tiger's eye is a natural stone. Isn't if it's not a natural stone. Is it a natural stone, Edna?
Not too. I don't know, really.
Boy, the one that would know that is Mom and Vicky. All I know is it's tiger's eye, and it's a really pretty tiger's eye.
I know it gets dyed.
It can be dyed.
Yeah. I think the original color is the original tiger's eye color. I'm not sure. I have to ask that from somebody.
Okay.
I actually wanted to get these books, and it tells you about every gemstone.
I wonder if it's the one that Mom has, Sandy.
But they don't have the whole 3 books I want.
Where are you trying to order them from? The bookstore? Or are you gonna
Well, I'm gonna have to look somewhere.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Amazon. Everybody agrees Amazon's the best place to find the stuff that you're looking for the hardest.
I in my eye. Oh. Where did I do that one book? No, it wasn't really in there.
I have an extra bag of this emerald green denim. That's the name of the color of this bead that I'm using, sis. I'll give it to you. Yeah, they're Tahoes. Size 11s.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Pam.
Yeah, Google it. Nini? Is that how you say your name? Is that how you say your name?
Pearl Nini.
Nini. Okay.
I know her as Lynn.
Oh, okay.
Just like Lilith's middle name.
Natural. Oh. Okay.
Trying to
wow.
state in camera. Oh, non-essentials, huh? That is, You would think they would send me an email because I'm always ordering from them.
Well, my son just got his from Amazon today. Is it certain states?
I just did a huge no-no there.
Oh yeah, it does. Heard that with the tiger's eye. Helps you focus the mind, mental clarity.
Yeah, looks like I need to wear a whole bunch of that.
That's my
your,
phone.
your ringtone, that's cool.
See my little kitty?
I love that little kitty. Every time I go to visit you, it makes a lot of noise when I'm sleeping though. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, I took the light away from him.
Okay, now all of you who have seen me do the Picot stitch, what do you remember me doing at the end? I'm at the very end. Do I pick up more? Do I pick up 2 beads, 1 bead, or 3 beads?
10 beads.
10 beads? This will tell me how well anybody's paid attention.
Oh, where are you at? The ends?
Kathy says she's guessing 3. Yep, I'm at the very end.
Oh.
Pearl Nini says 3. Wrong.
2.
Wrong. 1 bead. I pick up
2.
1 bead because that 1 bead is going to be the sticking up bead like all these others over here. I pick that one up and I don't come up or anything. Okay. The bead that is sitting down here.
Oh, that would be right because you started with 3.
I started with 3, so I end with 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. The very first bead I put on, come down from the top of that, pull it through, and voila, look at that. See, it's standing up.
Yeah, Perlini, my son actually got my kitty from there too.
From San Francisco.
Yeah.
Rice-a-roni.
He said I would love the area where he went.
Now to finish it off.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. I finished it, honey.
Jet.
It's been edged. I know. Well, they love watching us ladies do our arts and stuff. And it's always good to quiz them a little bit. Tells you how well everybody's paid attention to you. How worthy you are. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just got dinged by somebody over here. Somebody's trying to get my attention drastically.
Yep, you'll know next time, Kathy. Remember, she starts with 3, ends with 1.
Yes, ma'am.
splitting. I'm not sure. What would go good with those?
And it is finished. So, bring my camera back up here. Okay. It is finished.
That's nice. Wish I could put it on my phone, but I got this cover.
Oh, this
I
is
should just bead
Beth's.
this one.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
think
gotta
about it.
bead it.
Huh?
This is Beth Collins. She wants
is it?
this one. Yeah, I still got to invoice her and everything. I didn't want to invoice and not have it finished. I feel that would have been not fair to her. But yes, here's the earring. That's a Swarovski crystal in the back, or hanging in the middle. Lily done that. Or she hung that in there for me. She's learning.
The beadwork, you did it.
Well, yeah, I did the beadwork, and you just hung the Swarovski in there. I think that's how, let me unplug this. I can't stand that on my ear. I think that's how, hers is, Edna's. Edna's is also a wallet, right?
Oh, my phone carrier?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. No, it's, yeah. It just would be like the outside.
Oh, I can hear you better with that headset on. So I better put it back on. Look at me.
Like this part, I would just bead. I don't know if I
That
do
part
this
right there?
because it bends.
You don't have to bead it. You don't have to bead that part. Just bead the flat parts and leave that
Yeah.
like that.
Like right here.
Yeah. Or just bead the front. That's what I would do. And I don't know. I got mad at my phone. I got sick of looking at it.
Dude,
Oh, there it is. Really? No, I don't care where it ends up. I don't know if there's anybody else out there in the world that thinks like I do, but sometimes I think clinging to my phone too much is being too dependent. So a lot of times I just don't care where my phone is. Like you just saw, I couldn't find it. I didn't know where it was really. Mine just has one of those backs on it. Really pretty. But I could trace this pattern and make some myself. Whew, it's hot.
I got the family mat going.
Is California getting pretty hot too, Lynn? I bet it is. Ooh-wee. You
I
love
don't know if I
beaded
want to
roses?
complain about it getting hot though.
What kind of beaded roses? Do you like them peyote stitch? Do you like them beaded on purses, medallions, belts? Or loomed? Because I did that one hair, Brett, that had the cute rose in it. No, it's cool and breezy over there. You still have my rose pattern, right, sis?
You give it to me.
I just asked you still have it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I told you you could use that one and bead it. I'm glad that I know how to draw that rose.
You're like, here, take
Yeah.
this and do something for me.
That's what I said too. Well, everybody, I believe I am going to go ahead and shut down for now. But Beth, it is finished. I will invoice you today to make sure. And get it in the mail this week for you once it's turned out very nice. So I really appreciate everybody being here and spending time.
Sorry, I didn't know you said it earlier.
Oh, it's all right. Spending time with me and, helping my sister feel comfortable coming on air with me. I really love that. You guys are awesome ladies. And y'all have a great
They
day.
are awesome.
They are awesome. They're beautiful. We all don't realize it, but somewhere along the way, we're all related.
We're all women. That's what we are.
Yeah, we're all women. And I'll see you guys later, maybe somewhere in YouTube today. If you don't see me tonight and tomorrow, y'all know I'm working on that dragon. Just text me. So
I'm gonna work on my troll.
make some regalia for your troll. All right, we'll see you guys.
See ya.